Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivrajacharya Satarshita Śrīmad His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Goswami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda Ki Jai Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai Prem Shri Gaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda Ki Jai Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai Shri Mayapur Navadvip Dham Ki Jai Shri Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai Jagannath Swami Baladev Subhadra Ki Jai Shri Shri Gaurnitai Ki Jai Shri Shri Radha Govinda Ki Jai Gaur Premanande. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Shri Guru Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai.
All glories to Babaji.
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Śrīmati Bhaktivedanta Swami Shamane. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharni Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarni. Hare Krishna. Oh, sweet kirtan, huh? Yeah, forget all about the cold. It's freezing. It's snowing. I can't believe it. Uddhava, can you show the video of the snow? I took about a minute of video this afternoon during the snow, just to show you we're not kidding. It's really snowing up here. The mountain is already covered with snow. I mean, it's just coated, the whole thing. It looks like sugar candy volcano.
We're going to switch to the snow show.
But it doesn't have any sound,
Okay.
so I can just
It's
talk
playing now.
over it. Okay, this was this afternoon, about 4 o'clock, just before it got dark, and the snow was actually sticking. And the boys were down in town. I was wondering, oh boy, are they going to make it back up the hill in that truck? So it's really winter here, so it's time for us to go. Burr. So yeah, we've had a very good stay here. Actually, Chile has been good for us in a number of ways. It really helped us get our group together and get everything, a lot of little doubts and everything cleared up. And Peter was able to visit us, and he made a lot of advancement. He came like right out of college, and now he's nice and sober and much better devotee than when he got here. So we're always happy to see that. But this is not the place for us for the long term. And of course, we've discussed all this in detail, so I'm not going to go into it again now. But I just want to take the chance to thank everyone for all the tremendous support and cooperation and, the trust and support that you have showed us while we've been here has just been amazing. And it's given us a chance to really get a consensus on where we want to go forward from here. There was a lot of deep thinking that I had to do, and that required just a lot of space and silence and time. And I had that here. I rented a little cabin next door, and I just had the whole place to myself, just me and the lion. And we had long talks late into the night. Lately, the energy level has been increasing so much that I'll wake up in the middle of the night and can't get back to sleep. And so, it's a good time for thinking over things deeply. And I've really been able to wrap my mind around the essence of our situation. That is, we want to create bridge communities all over the world and save everybody. But that's not possible. And the reason it's not possible is because we don't have even one ideal community to show as an example. The question always comes up, I want to start a bridge community. Now what do I do? Or how do I make it so that it's nice? And how do I avoid all the mistakes? And how do we overcome, especially, the problem of the social training that everyone has had in the West, of individuation, dropping out of their families, dropping out of their groups, and just living as a rugged individual, huh? John Wayne riding out of town into the sunset on his big horse. Well, of course, that's a false image. You see, nobody gets to be a hero unless they're part of a community and they make a significant sacrifice, a significant commitment, significant service to that community. That's how you get to be a hero. You don't get to be a hero by being the lone wolf. Nobody likes the lone wolf because he's just out for himself. Huh? Remember Han Solo when he took off in Star Wars, when he took off before the big attack on the Death Star? Everybody went, boo, huh? You rascal, you're just out for yourself. Take the money and run. Ah, boy. What a creep. But then he came back. Yeah, well, he redeemed himself. But in real life, this hardly ever happens. In real life, what happens is you try to form a group, but you haven't overcome the 12 or 16 years of social training that people get in school. And so you might have a bunch of bodies in the same location, but you haven't really got a community. You've got a bunch of individuals, and they're all acting in their individual interests. So, everybody's going every which way. There's no real unity, no real cooperation, no deep cooperation. Everybody is cooperating on the basis of, well, you scratch on my back, I'll scratch yours. So nobody's prepared to really make a sacrifice. Nobody's prepared to really make a commitment of the nature of, I don't care what happens here, I'm not walking away. Confirmed. See? Everyone's participation is conditional. That's one of the anarthas. We were discussing anarthas this last couple of weeks. And one of the anarthas is Sopadika bhakti. Sopadika bhakti means conditional devotional service. I'll perform devotional service if I get this and this and this and this and this. I have to have nice prasadam. I have to have my own room. I need this and this and this and this. Otherwise, I won't do it. So there, you can't make me. Yeah. You know, this is the mentality of most people in the West. I'm sorry. You know, I didn't create this situation. If it's up to me, everybody would be a nice devotee, and there wouldn't be any differences of opinion. Everybody would feel the same and think the same, but we all know that's a fairy tale. It never happens. Well, what really would have to happen is that we get everybody